All right, Shannon, update us. What happened?
Well, Don, it's clear that after a week of questions and claims surrounding Herman Cain, details and denials, that he and his campaign are determined to move on. As you just mentioned, the debate itself was much about entitlement spending, but it's what happened after the debate at a press conference featuring Mr. Cain that things got a little bit testy. Mr. Cain was asked a few questions about the substance of the debate, but when it turned to the nature of the allegations against him, the allegations that he's denied, he got really testy. Take a listen and look at what just happened moments ago.
Okay, if you all just listen for 30 seconds, I will explain this one time.
Could you sit down for the voice, sir?
Okay.
No.
Would you speak up here?
No.
Why not?
No.
It's time for us to trade places, everybody. So, Mr. Cain,
See what I mean?
it's time for us to trade
See what I
places.
mean? You all, I was going to do something that my staff told me not to do and try to respond. Okay? What I'm saying is this. We are getting back on message.
Thank you, Mr. Cain.
In the story. Back on message. Read all of the other accounts. Read all of the other accounts where everything has been answered in the story. We're getting back on message, okay?
Thank you.
And, Don, there was more. Herman Cain was asked by reporters, Mr. Cain, you're the presidential frontrunner in many polls. Are you simply not going to answer any more questions from reporters or specifically on this topic? Take a listen at another thing that happened at that press conference when he basically scolded journalists, essentially saying, you know what, you're not doing your jobs.
Coming up within the next several weeks.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, last question, please.
Mr. Cain, the attorney for one of the women who filed a sexual harassment complaint against...
Don't even go there.
No,
Can
gossip.
I ask my question?
No, because...
No,
Can I ask a good question?
Where's my chief of staff?
Right here.
Please send him the journalistic code of ethics.
Okay.
All right. You got a good... Who else? You want to ask another good question?
Yes, sir, I do.
A journalistic code of ethics, basically saying that journalists are not following the code of their craft. It was something that he echoed in the debate itself, where at the end of it, Don, he basically said that one of the biggest surprises that he learned in running for president was that journalists essentially make things up out of whole cloth. Don?